That's right, you seen it. Today, I'm getting ready to show you guys just how easy it is to make a Creole cornbread dressing. Now let's get it. Okay, so look, let's just go ahead and go over the ingredients, and I gotta start with the star, right? So go ahead and take a look at this right here. Look, this is the Creole cornbread. This is what everybody been, raving about. This is it right here. Now what I did was I made it already and I let it dry out for about 2 days, because listen, this is gonna be the base of the cornbread. Real simple. You guys can look up in the iCard. You can see, click on that. You can see the video of just how easy it is to make. So that's that. Now, next thing we're gonna start to talk about is, let me just pick one. I tell you what, let's look right here. Let's go with the garlic. Look, got 3 cloves of garlic. Hey, look at this. Look how big this garlic is. Hey, I like garlic, so this is cool. Doesn't make no difference. That's really like 4 cloves, but we just gonna go ahead and call it 3. Okay, now look, you can't say nothing. You gotta be new if you don't know about the Creole kick, right? And you can't say Creole cornbread without it. So listen, we got Creole kick. This right here is available through SweetSmokeyJoe.com. And then right here, look, this is just it measured out, right? This is just 4 teaspoons. I want you guys to let me know down in the comment section below, what does 4 teaspoons, equal? Tell me what it is. All right, so we got 4 teaspoons of this. Now, I'm gonna bring this right here, because look, you gotta have 2 cups of chicken broth. This is it right here. Just measured everything out, getting it all ready to go, right? So, and then here, you got 2 cans. Look, you gotta have that cream of celery and that cream of chicken. Hey, super simple. Now this is gonna be more of a wet type of dressing. You guys that like it to be on the dry side, I got another recipe coming for you in just a minute. It'll follow this one, but right now we doing that, right? All right, so we talked about the Creole cornbread, the Creole kick. So look, automatically, for those of you guys out there, you know what this is right here, right? You can't do no just regular sausage, even though it does work, but this right here is a chicken and andouille sausage, and this is made by Hoffy. Hey, this right here, the kick and the cornbread just gonna set it off, right? So look, I got 4 links right here. Normally, I guess I would start off with just like 2 stalks, but me, I like celery, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna use 3 stalks. And then right here, I got green onions, right? And these green onions, I'm gonna just dice them up, put some of this in there also, and use some for the garnish, like a little bit at the end. Now, hey, I ain't gonna say nothing, but you guys can let me know down in the comment section below. If you've been with me for a minute, you know what this is when you do the onion, the bell pepper, and the celery. Go ahead and drop it so everybody can copy off it. Those who don't know, they probably gonna copy off of your comment, but you know what that is. You gotta have the onion, bell pepper, and celery, right? So basically, hey, you know what, let me talk frank. It really ain't no basically, this is it. It's super easy, not a whole lot of ingredients. And then if you guys are here and this new to my channel, you notice I use these glass bowls. That's all about just setting up everything so that when you need it, it's easy, it's at hand, it's already measured. And then you can follow along with this video, you can see what it looks like and when to add what. Hey, outside of that, I'm not finna over talk it, and we finna make it. Let's get it. All right, so as you can see, I always like to use that chicken andouille. Now, look, you wanna cut yourself some slithers, just like you see right here. And then look, the next part is just gonna make so much sense. Just to bring you up to speed, look, I went ahead and cut it. And look, I really got the reminder from some of my subscribers about the way I was cutting them. I used to cut them into round slices and then cut those into quarters, right? But now, look, everybody was telling me, hey, just cut yourself some slivers like this, and then go ahead and just cut them so you can dice them all in one shot. Now, you can see this right here. I'm just gonna go ahead. And this is what we want to have, this side. Now I'm gonna take these and I'm gonna go ahead and put them, in here just to show you. You know what I mean? Let me go ahead and finish dicing these up. I'll get ready to bring my skillet up to temp, and then we're gonna go from there. Okay, You can see, look, as I'm moving it, you can see they're browning good. You can see some of the oils and the fat, you know, inside of here. We want to leave all of that in here, right? So what I'm gonna do is, let me go ahead and get something to take this out, because we want to leave whatever little bit of flavor we can inside here. So we'll just drain it, just like you see here. Now take a look. Look at that flavor that's left inside of there. Now we finna come with our veggies. We'll take the onion. I like to always start with my onion first, because it seems like it needs to be, you know, it needs to have a head start, right? So we'll just go ahead and move it around. Look at the color as it changes. That's all of the oil and fat that was inside of the chicken and andouille sausage. Look at that right there. So I just want to give it a head start, right? Now don't forget, I'm using an induction top. Remember, the heat is concentrated in the center. You know, so after I sprayed it out, I just try to get it somewhat flat. Just this little 1 minute head start is good. Just let it cook, and then we'll add the rest of our ingredients. All right, now we'll add our celery. And then our bell pepper. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna let this cook just for a minute. You guys that know about this right here, you know how it smells in here. Oh man, it smells good. Now, I didn't show you guys, you know, using any butter. You guys can add some butter to this right now. You know, if you would like. This is just enough grease in here for me. You know what I mean, to give it flavor and to help it cook down. You can use butter. You guys can use like an infused olive oil, which I'm thinking right now, like, do I want to do that? I'm gonna go ahead and say no. But we're gonna leave it just like you see right here and let this cook and soften up. Okay, it's been about 8 minutes. They're starting to get soft. They're getting right. We're probably only gonna go to about 10 minutes, right? But now would be a good time for us to take our garlic, go ahead and add it. You know, and add it here, right? All right, so what you wanna do is, next, while that's finishing up, go ahead and grab your cornbread and you wanna start just crumbling it up, just like you see right here. I don't break it all the way up, because we're gonna do a little tumbling. We're gonna add some, you know, the cream, all the creams that come in the cans, and then we go from there. All right, so you guys can see, got the cornbread, got it all broken down, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and just start adding. What I'm gonna add first, really isn't no order to this right here, but we're gonna go ahead and start with the cream of chicken, right? So I'll just add this, right? And then we'll go ahead and add our celery, cream of celery also. Now we'll go ahead and I'm gonna use my wooden spoon right here. Just want to give it a little mix just to get it started, right? So you can see it starting to come along right now, right? So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna come with my andouille sausage. I want to get it all. I want all of the flavor. Anything that's left on the edge, we want to get it all in there. Go ahead and give this a mix a little bit. It's not a thorough mix, we just getting everything just incorporated in, right? And I know some of y'all thinking like, oh man, I could put the chicken gizzards and all of that in there. Yes, you can, but you got to prepare them before you put them in here, right? So wait, now we still got Creole kick. And let me go ahead and bring this right here. And we got broth, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and just start adding a little bit, right? And I'm gonna do the same thing with the Creole kick. Just add a little bit over here on the top. Now we just gonna mix this all together. And I know your mouth has got to start to water by now, because I know you're imagining that chicken broth you know what I mean, the flavors that bring along with the andouille sauces. And don't forget, I use the chicken andouille, right? We're gonna add the rest of this. But wait, what we got waiting on us? We gotta put, you know, check this out. We gotta add this now. Okay, so we got that in there. Now we're gonna come with the, you know, these green onions. I'm gonna go ahead and use all of these. You know what, we can cut some more. You know, we need to do a little garnish or something like that. But I wanna get this going. Get this in here like this. And as I'm mixing it, you can feel it thicken up, right? We're gonna go ahead and add some more of our broth. Now listen, it's not gonna stay this way because when we put it in the oven, you know, the oven is already preheated and we put it in the oven uncovered. So right now we just, you know, work it in. It starts off a little bit on the wet side, but no worries. As it's cooking, it starts to, you know, dry out, you know, thicken up, the texture change. Then we're gonna stir it, work everything off the bottom of our pan up towards the top so it'll get a nice, even cook. But look at that right there. Trust the process, you guys. Ooh-wee. But there it is. Now let's go ahead and move over to the next step, which is just greasing our pan. After we grease it, we put it in the oven and we wait. All right. Now, this right here would normally go in a 13 by 9, you know, baking dish, right? But I'm gonna be using this dish because I want to display it and get myself some pictures, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and just start pouring this in here like this. You know, this actually, hey, what do you know? It all fits. Wasn't sure. But we'll just do it like this. Already greased it. I use the spray. You guys can take I guess you could take like a half a stick of butter, you know, that's at room temperature, and just run it all around the edges. But this right here, that's perfect. Okay, now, the oven is already preheated to 350 degrees. Now I'm gonna go ahead and stick it in the oven. I guess we're gonna put it in for about 40 minutes, right? We're gonna keep our eye on it because we wanna make sure that it doesn't, you know, brown too tough on the top, right? So I'm gonna say we're gonna take a look at it probably at about 20 minutes, and then we're gonna like give it a stir, make sure nothing is burning on the bottom, you know, and bring everything to the top, and then go another 20 minutes. Hey, outside of that, let me get in the oven and let's make this happen. Okay, now look, this is the first time, you know, I took it out right now for the first time, first 25 minutes, right? You can see it's hot. Look, all I do is give it a stir, and then I want to put it back inside. And then when I'm done with that, this is what it looks like when it's final. You can see where the top, you know, had brown. Look at that right there. Now you can go ahead and just take your spoon, you know what I mean, and just go ahead and give it a stir. Now as it cools, it'll start to thicken up and dry out just a little bit. Okay, so now you guys can see it, you know what I mean? I done let it cool down a little bit. And listen, as it cools, you can see, I'll just show you like that. You can see I can turn the fork upside down and you see it doesn't really come off, right? So I'm just gonna go ahead. Oh, you know what? Let me just show you this. You can see the bell peppers, you know what I mean? The andouille sausage. You guys can put as much of this as you like. And don't just remind you when your grandma used to make it with the chicken gizzards and all of that. Hey, so anyway, I'm not gonna over talk it. I'm gonna get a little bit of this right here. So here we go. Cheers, y'all. Oh. Hey, check it out. If you've been watching me for a minute, I can't go back because this is a, you know, complete dish. I don't want to double dip in everybody's stuff, right? Give me a minute. I'm gonna save this right now. So tell me what you guys think about this one here. You know what? Listen, it's easy to make, and I can tell you, when I tell you all of the flavors, they marinate together. This is just a marriage made in heaven. Hey, and if you guys are new and you don't know about that Creole kick, you gotta get it. And then, you know what, piggybacking off of that, if you're new and you haven't checked out the Creole cornbread, it's a must. Hey, so all of that together just made this delicious, you know, Thanksgiving. I'm gonna say it this way, it's not really just for Thanksgiving, this is just another option, right? But here in this household, we have it all the time. Hey, I don't wanna go ahead and seem like I'm over talking and nothing like that, so let's just go ahead and wrap this up. Now listen, if you're new to my channel, let me take this time to say, hey, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, smash that subscribe button, and tell everybody out there There's a channel out here that's simplifying these recipes and taking the mystery out of cooking. And with that being said, for you guys that have been with me for a minute, you know what I'm about to say. I'm out of here.